そう簡単に屈しはせん。
Hey everybody, Bam Collectibles here, back for another statue unboxing review for you. It has been a hot minute since I've reviewed anything from Monkey Sun, which is one of my favorite studios that does smaller scaled statues. For this line, they're doing all of the tailed beasts and the Jinchuriki, so I am looking forward to having them all in my collection one day soon. Mine specifically is number 66 out of 150. If you can see there, 150 made in the whole world. That is a small edition size for sure. The base does not disappoint like the previous ones. I love the coloration on the bottom that accents the overall statue, as well as the character name in English and the village symbol on the front as well. As you can see with those two beautiful eyes of yours, the rock on the base looks exactly like they cut a piece of rock out and slapped some glue on it, put it on the base. The orange and yellow energy or chakra particles that are shooting out of the side do not have a direct connection to the character or an ability, but they do enhance the base, and thankfully they're not overwhelming. Han is one of those characters in the Naruto series that I wish would have gotten more screen time and we would have gotten seen more of his abilities in action. From what we saw in the show, he looks like he is a taijutsu user mainly, and he releases steam mixed with that taijutsu to create some deadly combos. On his back, you'll see the mini furnace that he uses to emit steam. His outfit and overall design has to be one of my all-time favorites in the show. On the bottom of his left foot right here, we will see a steel rod that he uses to mount to the bottom of the base, as well as a notch on the right foot. For being smaller in size, the studio did not hold back on adding all those great details that make it an awesome statue. Five Tails, or Kokuo, is one of the more basic looking of the tailed beasts in that he's about 80 to 90% looking of that of a horse, and the other percent looks like a water mammal or more like a dolphin head. The eyes look fantastic with that flawless paint job. The blue shading all throughout Kokuo looks a bit odd up close, but later on when we back up, you'll see that it kind of breaks up the look of just a standard white paint all throughout the statue. Similar to Han's left leg, they have the steel rods coming out of two of the hoofs, which allow it to securely attach to the base. On the back side of the horse's butt, we will awkwardly show where the five tails will attach later, which they sculpted separately. As you can see here, I do think that the blue shading does help the overall statue. All five tails were sculpted very dynamically in motion, and they also used a steel rod here to attach it to the main part. One thing I wanted to talk about is this statue is very small compared to the normal size statues that I collect. One of the most precious things that collectors have that sometimes runs in short supply is space. So as much as I enjoy having huge, giant, dynamic statues, I really do also appreciate these statues that have a smaller footprint and profile. That way you can collect more and have more of a collection. Instead of a certificate of authenticity, it comes with an edition-sized coin that shows you how many were made, the studio's logo, as well as a portrait of the character with their name. They also had this nice plastic stand, just like the others, where it rests in and sits so you can display with the statue. It also comes with this cool black envelope, which is filled with $1 million, or an art print just like the one we saw on the art box in the beginning. I won't be displaying this with the statue, but it's a really neat thing that they include. Here is how all four that I own and have showcased on this channel look together. I also have three tails on the way, and I have Gaara and Han, which I'll be reviewing in the near future. In regards to what scale these are in, it's really tough to say because some people would look at these and say that they're called SD scale or super deformed scale, but honestly, they almost just look like a 1/12 scale compared to how they normally would be. But I'm so thankful that these do have a smaller footprint in general because they don't take up as much space. And if I had these in more of a 1/8 scale, I would need like 2 or 3 display cases just to showcase all of them, and that would be much more expensive than what I paid for. Here is my 1/8 scale pane, which you can see how it looks like scaled together. Special shout out to all my members. So this is about the 1 month mark since I've rolled this program out. And when you first join as a member, you get a ramen bowl for a month as an icon special next to your name. And then after a month, it turns into a shotgun gun, which I'm seeing some people have. Thank you so much for your endless support. You guys are awesome. My hope is that today you enjoyed this unboxing and review, and also I greatly look forward to showcasing all of Monkey Sun's statues when I get all 9-tailed beasts together. As always, everybody, do what you love and love what you do. Bam out.